Hey guys, what's going on? There goes my water bottle. What's going on? Traded a couple stocks today. FBIO, MBIO. I'm only up $100. It was a pretty difficult day, and I missed the first move on MBIO, so it was hard to. What is that thing on my forehead? Anyways, I don't know. Someone must have hit me in the head or something, because like I did not trade FBIO that well. Let me just show it here. Where is it? Only took one trade on it, one stab. I didn't really know what to look for at the open. I was watching MBIO and FBIO, and that's it. And this is what I saw. So I thought, like, okay, if we get over 235, this could make a little run to 250. We're over VWAP. At that time, we were kind of in this area, or 230. There's like this support, 225 on the daily. So I was like, okay. You know, we bounced off of it a couple times pre-market, so I thought this would be the surge up. I bought with 1,000 shares. Where are we here? Bought with 1,000 shares. Not going crazy with like 4,000 shares again, don't worry. I bought in. I immediately put in a stop at whatever it was, 224 from 234. $100, that's what I try to risk per trade. And right as it kind of surged up past 235, I didn't really wait for confirmation. Again, I bought a breakout. Not my A+ setup. Kind of forced it, I'm not going to lie. It could have worked, but it's not my high probability setup. So once it rejected this breakout level, I knew it was, not looking good. So pretty much just waiting to get stopped out. I could have taken it here, but I think taking it early wouldn't have been a part of my plan either. So I just assumed the risk of $100 that I took on the trade. Just got stopped out. I didn't touch it. It was a hard stop. And that was that. And in the meantime, FBIO or MBIO went bonkers. I wasn't really watching it. I just saw it on my other monitor that like there's this big green dildo or big big green candle that just came out of nowhere. So I looked at it, and I had 840 marked out. I think 840 might have been from the daily as well. Let me look. 840, where is it? Yeah, 840 is here from the daily. It's a pretty important level. So I said, okay, we're going to surge through it. We might hold it and then make another move, and that's my setup. So I'll show you what I was watching here. So I pull it up, like just my whole thought process. I pull it up. I see that we're past my level. So now I want to see how it reacts around 850, 840. I see the order flow. There's not really a lot of soakers. There was a soaker there at 840, but there's not a lot of hidden orders. This is pretty organic at this point. We're holding the 40s now with some size. First we held the 30s with a little bit of size. I know it's only 1,500 shares, but it's more than just how thin the rest of the book is. So then we held the 40s. I totally just stopped the recording and started it again. So we're flirting with the 40s, the 50s here. We burst into the 50s. We get another support at 841. So this is starting to look more and more bullish. The spreads are tightening. It's 844 by 850. 850 by 853. So now my 840 is holding. And for a little bit more confirmation, my 850 is holding. So now I'm just waiting, and I think now at this point, at any second, we're going to take off. So now I see the spreads are 56 by 57, and this is all within like a fraction of a second. That is good enough for me to buy. I see it hit 859. I don't know why it shows up on the bid. It was on the ask. My order is to buy on the ask plus 5. I instantly get filled. And we kind of shoot through. I sell for 13 cents of a profit. Very quick scalp. I had a scalp kind of mentality on it because I already screwed up on FBIO. I already missed the really easy, low risk trade on MBIO where I could be holding right now. Instead, I don't even have an entry, so I got an entry. I wanted to be out quickly, so I was trading more the order flow at that point and the level 2, you know, the tape. So we'll watch that again real time so that it makes more sense. My trade happens in about 10 seconds. So 850s, the 840s are holding. We're slowly, the bids are raising. I see it. Now we're over 850. Now I'm going to scalp it for the 60s. I see 59. I'm in. I'm out. And just like that, that is the end of that trade. And then I kind of recoup and say, okay, once we get a proper dip to 840, I'll try this again. Because we're still holding 840. So I tried again with only 500 shares. I get filled on the bid at 845, and I'm just waiting. You can see this is now there's a hidden order. We were, I think, we're just printing a lot, and it wasn't dropping. So 845 is holding, and then there's a buyer there at 8. This all happens really fast. You have to really stare at the level 2. 3,000 shares at 854. Again, this is just more buying support and more evidence that my long thesis is correct. So I very, very quickly scalp those at the highs again. Make another. I actually made 20 cents. Am I blind? No, that's almost 20 cents right there. Only 500 shares, so I added $100 of profit, I believe, right? 120 up to 216. Again, very scalpy mentality because, you know, it's the day before a long weekend. I missed the easy big move in here. I can't really afford to hold through a big drop, and I don't want to, and I have the skill set to trade the order flow like this, so that's what I'm doing. And I take it again, actually, because I'm crazy. Because we keep bouncing off of 840. So I'm like, okay, if we're not going to dip under the 30s, 40s, we're going to get bought up again. This could just be the top and bottom of a flag. So I just try and get filled on the bid this time for 200 shares. I only get filled 100. And holy shit, it already surges 20 cents. And I don't sell it quite yet. I'm only in 100 shares. It's not a big deal. I want to see another pop up towards 880, so 875, 888, 894. I'm all out for 43 cents on only 100 shares, so I only added $43. On 500 shares, that would have been 250 bucks. And by 250 bucks, I mean like 200 bucks. So that's awesome. It proves that there is multiple strategies and multiple ways to trade things, from like charting to order flow to level 2 to time and sales, and it's just reassuring that, like, it just reminds me that I kind of know what I'm doing. And then as I say that, you know, this thing surges up to 10 bucks without me, but I didn't have this $8 entry. I didn't have this hammer candle, 1 minute to make a new high, garbage strategy candle, whatever, to be able to hold for a longer target. I think that's the point. Maybe I could have held some of this entry, but I just wasn't willing for it to go 840, boom, $8, and I'm down like 500 bucks. I got to think about how much of an idiot I am for the next 4 days. Was not willing to do that. I'm already down 102 on FBIO, so I was on the defensive, and I think that was the right move. And then after that, it goes without me. I take 2 more stabs at it with 200 shares each, because I think we might bounce off of $9 and maybe get another move, but we didn't. I lost twice in a row for about 5 to 10 cents each, so I'm down to 225 rather than, what was it, 265 or something. So all in all, I think I traded that pretty well. If you look on the 5-second chart, my entries make so much more sense. Because when you look at the 1 minute, it's like, yeah, like, I don't really know what you're doing. But you can see my thought process turn into like a chart if you go down to this low time frame. Because you can see these scalps were at the pretty much perfect point of inflection, and then I was trying to buy on support, and I was selling into resistance, buying on a support, selling into resistance. So that chart actually looks really, really good to me, and shows that I'm trading well given the conditions, whether that's, you know, I'm already down, the market's garbage, MBIO is sketchy, I already missed the move, I'm trying to be safe. But when you look at the 1 minute, it might not make sense. So that's why I try and go through this as much as I can with you guys, and kind of explain everything, because I know that sometimes it doesn't make sense, and I try to make the most sense that I can. And other than that, if you have any questions about it, just leave them down there below. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're almost there. That'll be fun. Maybe we can hit that next week. I think what I have to do is just have another fat day, because all you guys like to see is really big numbers and really hype kind of days. Because that day where I had my biggest day just blows every other video out of the water. But then after that video, you can see my average views here per video. Once we hit that video, my sub count shot up by like 200, and the new baseline for views has also increased, and that is pretty awesome to see. I'm not going to go too much into the analytics right now, unless you guys care. I mean, the trading part of this video is over, so unless you just want to chill, hang out, you know, this is probably not the time to keep watching. But to really show, let's go into watch time. So watch time after that video, was that right here? This is like the worst looking chart I've ever seen in my life. Okay, this one's fine. So before this, right, you can see past 90 days, I've been uploading every single week, right? Slowly, more and more, the baseline gets lower or higher and higher. I have a couple good days, the baseline gets higher and higher. I stop posting, no views. I have a huge day, lots of subs, lots of interest in the channel. It shoots up, and then when it comes back down, it consolidates. You know, this is looking way too much like a stock chart, and it's pissing me off, because everything these days are just patterns. And anyways, so we came back down, we consolidated, we made a higher low on the views, or the watch time. We're kind of building our way back up, stair-stepping up. Hopefully we can break through all-time highs. We can go long, we can catch that breakout. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This is probably not funny at all, so I'm going to shut the hell up. You guys, whatever you're doing for Easter, if you're just chilling, if you're hanging out with your family, if you're doing whatever, you have fun. I'll probably release some videos this weekend. Other than that, see you later. Peace.